are back with more of My Southern Home, and I'm here with Andrew Thompson with Andrew Thompson Construction and Don Knarr with Blue Chip Restoration. And I'm so excited to be at this part of the project, Andrew, because we always see you after it's finished, but this part, the beginning stages, is so crucial to the overall results.
It is. Everybody loves to look at all the pretty stuff at the end, but this is a huge piece of the puzzle, because if you don't have a good plan for this, then you're starting off on the wrong foot.
And Don, you're an intricate part of his team that he created to start these projects.
Yes. We get in here very first thing and get everything under control and start the project off on the right foot.
So when you say everything in control, what does that mean from a restoration standpoint?
From a restoration standpoint, it means protecting what they already have so that no additional problems happen. It's about controlling dust, which is an extremely important part of this process. And it's about leaving everything better than what we found it, even though your house is completely torn apart.
So in this home, that's why the blue paper is down.
That's correct. The blue paper, the plastic and the zipper doors, and the air scrubbers to control dust. Lots of little things, just little extra things to make sure that this goes as smoothly as possible.
Well, they're little things, but they all add up. So you're not going to have vents with dust in them or drywall or all of those things that could cause problems in the future for the homeowners.
Absolutely correct.
And Andrew, one of the cool things when you were telling me about this project is I'm a huge fan of Habitat for Humanity, and you use their deconstruct team.
That's right. We've partnered with many of the Habitat county stores. So we work in 5 different counties, and we have a process that really works. We'll send our plumber in after we've done a walkthrough with Habitat, and we'll see what they want to take, be it light fixtures, cabinetry, whatnot. You can see in the background they took everything in the kitchen. There's so many people out there that need the things that run through the Habitat store. We don't try to put anything in a dumpster that doesn't need to go in a dumpster. So we'll bring our plumbers over, we'll cut off the water. Habitat comes through usually in a day and a half. They've taken out everything of value that the homeowners don't want or don't want to reuse. We give that the ability to be given to somebody that maybe can't afford a bigger project but still needs cabinetry, still needs appliances, and we get free demo. So when that happens, everybody benefits. And then at that point, once Habitat leaves, then we come in with our precision demo and we start to remove the sheetrock. And I need to add here, this is a huge job we're on in Brentwood today. They have actually moved out of the house. And I would say, Don, maybe 10% of the time, we have the luxury of that happening. So not only do you want to protect these type things, you also want to be mindful of pets, children, people living in the house, controlling dust, as Don said. It's just a constant struggle. If you're working with someone that cannot explain to you their plan up front to get started and protect, you might want to talk to some other folks.
Well, it's such a big deal because I can personally say that I had some restoration done in my house 3 or 4 years ago, and they didn't do any of those things, and they lied to me about it. And I remember talking to the contractor. He's like, we put stuff up, and I pulled up my comforter and dropped it. And I was just like, obviously not done.
Right.
So I mean, it's a really big deal because that can cause all kinds of health issues with your pets, your kids, or yourself.
Yeah, and Don will agree with me on this. Nothing is perfect. If there's anything that's going to find its way somewhere, it's going to be dust.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we have, like on this job, we're going to have 3 air scrubbers, which are in all essence just big shop vacs that are pumping to the outside. We have the right equipment. Don's company, Don and I have been working for 10 years together at least. He is the best when it comes to this. When we get started, everybody gets exciting because you can see the deconstruct. He is the perfect subcontractor of mine to bring in first to start the process and start it out in a positive way. They're some of my favorite people.
Well, and what's also neat about the team that you created here is that when you find something that you're not expecting, which you always do, you always find mold or something. Your company is certified and already there and can automatically start remediating it for the family.
That's correct. We're one of the few companies in Tennessee that actually have their pesticide applicators license to do mold remediation.
So for homeowners out there that are getting ready to, remodel their home and they're going to interview contractors, what question exactly do they need to ask them to make sure that the contractors they're choosing are doing what you all are doing?
Well, there's probably a list of 20 or 25 questions that need to be asked, and it would take, we could shoot another show about that, and maybe we will. The first thing that I would do is, what is your specific plan to control all of the things that we control by using Dawn to start our projects off on the right foot? And if there's a hesitation, or there's, hey, we'll clean up after ourselves, maybe it's a red flag.
Well, thank you guys so much. This was such an exciting segment for me because, we're all about education and it's really important that people have their ducks in the row before they even start a project.
Couldn't agree more. Good to be with you.
Absolutely, thank you.
We'll be back with more of My Southern Home in just a moment.